Hello everyone, Andrew Tenjum here, recording for Cardhoarder.com, and we are playing Modern Dredge today, and we are on the play, so this hand is completely fine. It's nothing exciting, it's not very explosive, but we do have some good cards, so we're going to go ahead and keep. And we'll lead with Shriekhorn. So yeah, that's fine. We'll let him Thoughtseize us. He's obviously going to take our Insolent Neonate, which is the best card in our hand. And go ahead and mill some cards. Ooh, we hit a Grave Troll, which is great. So we'll go ahead and go to our draw step and dredge that Grave Troll. Didn't hit anything too interesting, but I am going to cast Life from the Loam, getting back 3 lands so that we have plenty of land drops for our Faithless Looting and whatever else we need to cast for actual amounts of mana. And then we'll go ahead and pass turn. Dark Confidant is fine. Go ahead and mill ourselves. And then dredge Grave Troll. Hit a Narcomoeba. And triggered a Molthon. We'll mill ourselves one last time with a Shriekhorn. Alright, and this seems like a good enough spot to cast our Faithless Looting, so we'll go ahead and do that. First draw we'll replace with Stinkweed Imp, and second draw we'll replace with our other Stinkweed Imp, just to get as many cards flowing as possible. And we'll go ahead and discard. I think we have plenty of dredgers, so we'll just go ahead and discard our creatures that we want to get in our graveyard as soon as possible. Now we have a whole bunch of creatures that he probably can't deal with in a reasonable time frame before we're able to kill him. And he concedes the game. Alright, so post-board, we're going to expect Grafdigger's Cage as the main piece of hate, so we're going to board in all of our answers to Cage, essentially. Greater Gargadon is also good in this very grindier type of matchup. And as for cuts, I'm going to cut Shriekhorn as it's just one of our weaker cards in our deck. And I think I'm going to cut... what else can we cut here? Dark Blast is not fantastic in this matchup. It's alright. Not really interested in what... I'm going to cut Rally the Peasants because he has a lot of removal, so the Anthem effects are a little less relevant. And then finally I'm going to cut Haunted Dead because it's just another one of the weaker one-ofs in the deck. And I suppose we do need to cut one more card, so I suppose we'll go ahead and cut a... Maybe we don't need to bring in the Greater Gargadon, as he does have like Terminates in his deck, which does make Greater Gargadon quite a bit worse. So maybe we don't even want these at all. Maybe we just want like the Haunted Dead and the Rally the Peasants over them. Yeah, we'll go ahead and try this out for now. Like I said earlier, I'm not an expert on Dredge yet. That's why I'm playing it now, so I am learning as we go as far as sideboarding goes. Alright, this hand has no answer to a Grafdigger's Cage, but I think, especially since he mulliganed to 6, it's explosive enough that we should just keep it. And we'll hope for the best as far as Grafdigger's Cage goes. Thoughtseize, our hand is pretty resilient too, as it has 2 enablers. Obviously getting rid of one of our Neonites is pretty good, but we still have the other, so that's not bad. So we'll go ahead and dredge right away, discarding Stinkweed Imp and dredging the Stinkweed Imp. And we hit a Narcomoeba. Sadly, we hit 2 Nature's Claims, so if he has Cage right now, we're in pretty big trouble. Go ahead and dredge Grave Troll. Alright, we hit a Narcomoeba and 3 prized amalgams, which is pretty incredible actually. So go ahead and attack Narcomoeba, and then I'm going to hold up Haunted Dead. Kitchen Finks might be too slow here for him. Oh, and I definitely should have cast the Bloodghast last turn. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I thought we were going to discard it to the Haunted Dead, but I realized the Haunted Dead is actually in our hand, not the graveyard. It's pretty easy to get those confused when you're playing Dredge, so that was certainly a mistake. Go ahead and dredge Life from the Loam. Alright, unfortunately that didn't get us very far. Still think that we should be attacking. It would be really nice if we had a 3rd land to flashback our Faithless Looting, but we do not, so we're just going to have to get in damage while we can. Hopefully squeak one out here. So we'll go ahead and attack with the team. And he'll eat a guy, and then we'll trade for his Sphinx. So he'll go to 12. And then in main phase 2 we can cast our Bloodghast here. Inquisition. If anything, that helps us. Go ahead and dredge Grave Troll. Still not getting very far with these dredges. You kind of need 3 lands to operate in this deck, unfortunately, so perhaps I should get back to naturally drawing for turn. But I'll attack with my flyers. And normally if you miss your 3rd land, you can eventually find Life from the Loam. However, we don't have any green sources in place, so we can't actually cast Life from the Loam, unfortunately. lands. But on a positive note, he has no cards in hand. So maybe we can win this race. Especially if we draw a land naturally for turn, that would be really nice. But yeah, I've definitely not playing this deck optimally. I don't have a lot of experience with it, and it's definitely showing these set of matches. But that's why we're playing these matches. It's a learning experience more than anything. Kalidas, ooh, that one's going to be a hard one to beat. So we'll go ahead and take 4 from his Goyf, and then we're actually not going to dredge at all, we're just going to draw, and we did draw a land, which will trigger our Bloodghast. Which will then trigger our prized amalgams, or amalgam. That's probably the correct way to say it. And then we'll flash back. Let's see, we could actually attack him if we want to. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and attack with everything. We're representing Rally the Peasants. Go ahead and rally. So he goes to 3 and gets a couple zombies. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, oh, he actually gets to kill us, unfortunately, because he flipped a lightning bolt. Because he has 3 from the Treetop Village, 4 from Goyf. Maybe, unless we just missed that line, but it looks like 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he actually could have killed us with the bolts. And Dredge Life from the Loam. So we'll just move to attacks, and we'll attack him. In phase 2, we'll flashback Faithless Looting. Discarding Haunted Dead and Golgari Grave. And then I'll play a land to trigger our Bloodghast and our prized amalgams. And now I don't think... Okay, so our opponent's going to concede. I think he had that game won because of the lucky flipped bolt. I guess he missed it. That happens. But regardless, we have won the match, and we'll be moving on to our 4th round in just a few.